Hello, everyone. I just want to let you all know that you're in amazing hands with Larry as your instructor for PR writing. I've taken two classes with Larry, both PR writing and PR campaigns, and I just learned so much through both of those classes, and there are things that I use in my everyday life still. And so I want to give you guys some insight into some of the things that I learned back then that I still use every day. And so I want to first say that I am an anomaly. I do not work in public relations in the traditional sense. After I graduated in spring 2020, I actually started working in student athlete development. And so, student athlete development is a career field where you're basically dedicated to working with college student athletes and you're ensuring that they're not just growing academically and athletically, but also personally and professionally, so that by the time that they graduate, that they're not able to just say that, okay, I got a degree, I did the athletic thing, but what else do I have? We're like helping to ensure that they have this holistic development, that they're coming out able to market themselves to any employer, any graduate program, but also that they have the life skills to just be productive citizens. And so the main elements that student athlete development works with is personal development, career development, community service, and leadership development. And so, even in this space that seems so different on the outside from PR, I still use a lot of the elements of the communications plan, especially when we're planning events and workshops for our student athletes. So, for example, whenever we're planning workshops, we always have a desired goal in mind, and we always base that goal on our target audience. So, the personal development programming that we put on for our freshmen is completely different from the things that we put on for our juniors and seniors. And that's essentially because as a freshman student athlete, um, we have to make our programming a lot more bite sized because there's so many things already being thrown at them that they've never experienced that we can't just go full in and teaching them financial literacy or teaching them leadership skills. It's like first we have to get them to understand who they are because their whole life, their family, their friends, their coaches have shaped who they think they are. So now they're in college and they're away from all of these elements. We have to figure out who are you? What are your goals? What are you passionate about? And then from there, as they grow into sophomores, as they grow into juniors, and by the time that they're seniors, we've developed them to the point that they could take all these things that they've learned along the way and be able to market themselves as professionals. And so another example is that we're always using the SWOT analysis. We're always doing heavy research to figure out what can best serve our student athletes. So right now with the COVID pandemic, there's so much uncertainty about playing sports, which for a lot of our student athletes, that's such a big part of their identity. And so now knowing that it can be taken away at any point, the way that we plan our workshops now is a lot different than before. There's a lot more uncertainty, anxiety that we've never really seen in our student athletes. And so another thing is that we always want to be like strategic in everything that we do. So any programming, any tactic that we're doing with our student athletes, there always has to be strategic planning behind it. And so for all the anomalies out there, if you're taking PR writing right now, but you know that, okay, I don't know if I always want to work in PR, or you're still like unsure if you want to go the traditional route, I just want to encourage you all that the things that you learn in this course will help you not only in PR, but in so many other career paths. And so I hope this is able to help. Like I said again, you're in great hands with Larry, and I'm wishing you all the best success this upcoming fall.